We just left the black hole, but I wanted to give you guys the update for unemployment. Find out which city has the highest unemployment rate in America, how one unemployment recipient is being charged for voicemail he sent, literally, how yet another state asked the unemployment back, they want it back, and how the unemployment rate may affect the fourth stimulus check. Here's your unemployment update. My goal in these videos is to give you the best information to access government money and private money for yourself, your loved ones, and your business. Also, stay tuned to the channel for personal finance, real estate, stock market, crypto, maybe a little football, maybe a little tailgating, and also to help you generate income and save lots of money. Please subscribe to the channel. California has the highest unemployment rate with 19.4%. The highest, literally the highest, huge, especially compared to the city with the lowest, Lincoln, Nebraska, of 1.7%. Unemployment in El Cerrito has actually been very, very high for decades. The Great Recession didn't help the issue, bringing the jobless level to 30% for 30 years, literally. It's rarely been 15%. El Cerrito City has a population of $44,000 in household income of a salary of $47,000. Now, economists are seeking one issue, and that is federal aid didn't put already struggling communities out of poverty. There are a lot of communities still struggling, as you guys know, and the strange silver lining is that the federal funding shed light on the issue. It literally showed it by putting money out there. A lot of communities are still struggling to help people and help people out, right, Steve?
That's right.
Totally. So next up, we got a 57-year-old Doug Melrose from, what's that say? Arnick County?
Arnick
County, well, yeah. Michigan is looking at some pretty intense charges after allegedly making threats to state officials through voicemail. So if you're gonna make threats, I gotta tell you, voicemail is probably not the place to do it. I wouldn't. Would you make a voicemail threat?
No, I think it's pretty...
I don't think that's a good place to make a threat.
Right.
Because they got a recording of it. Apparently this issue is the first time that this has happened in the Detroit area, believe it or not. I'm not going to read you the voicemail set because, well, I can't. This is a PG channel. But I'll leave the link to the description of it down below in the description. The angry man was not receiving his unemployment benefits. Go figure, right? I know we're all angry over not receiving unemployment benefits. Many people in the comments below have been talking about this. We know that this has been a disaster around the country. We've shared it on this channel, and my audience obviously knows that it's tough. And yet they want us to be patient and, you know, be diplomatic, I suppose. Don't leave threatening voicemails. But playing stupid games with winning prizes, what are you guys thinking of this bizarre story? Like, literally, it's just crazy. Meanwhile, in Jackson, Mississippi, one man of many being forced to repay, they're asking him to repay unemployment benefits, almost $10,000 worth of unemployment. Can you imagine getting $10,000 worth of money and then they say you spend it and then you have to give it back?
I'm not giving it back.
Yeah, and most likely you already spent it, right?
That's right. Dang.
So it's crazy. Well, the man rear-ended like Herb Anderson. I'm not kidding, right? Think about that. All of a sudden, I started getting some extra money. I guess it was part of the government stimulus package. So the benefits went up $300. And I guess that, and of course, I never asked for the additional money. They never asked me to qualify for any additional money. So this guy just got it, just got it out of nowhere. That's kind of wild.
Wow.
He asked the question, quote, who makes the decision about who qualifies and who's not qualified? And why do you have to pay back this money if it's their mistake? If they made the mistake, they paid the money, isn't it their fault? If you gave somebody $1,000 and then you said, look, I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to give you the $1,000, give it back. That's a tough one, I think. This is similar to the story we've covered in yesterday's unemployment video. Folks are frustrated that they're being told to pay back the money that they didn't know they were being overpaid, and then all of a sudden the rug's being pulled out from under them. They have no control over the situation, and this is what's happening all over the place. So like yesterday, I would recommend that you reach out to your local lawmakers and fight this. Many states have just wiped it. They said, you know, forget it. We're not worried about that. Finally, let's talk about the unemployment and stimulus overlap. First of all, the Labor Bureau of Statistics released the jobs report last month showing that only 194,000 new jobs were added to the market. Since these job numbers fell below economists' expectations, more and more conversations about additional financial aid have popped up in the form of unemployment and more stimulus relief. This topic, though, is especially popular amongst progressives like AOC. AOC tweeted out, quote, "You can't force people to work a job that doesn't pay enough to live. This isn't hard. Letting PUA expire was based on a fantasy, not data. We must restore it." I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
That's independent contractors and stuff like that. They just cut them off cold turkey. It's terrible. If you watched our stimulus video, I talked about how more and more Republicans are in support of that fourth stimulus check, believe it or not. If you haven't watched that one, please do so. Check it out. It was earlier today. Even my mother-in-law actually walked into the shot.
That was the highlight of it.
Right? As for the employment, we're seeing progressives push for extended benefits. I'm not kidding. So there you have it. The silver lining of unemployment numbers is that it looks like we might be correcting the issue soon. We have the economists on our side, as well as Republicans by some strange reason, and politicians are slowly but surely learning that they need to switch to this in favor because it really hasn't affected the job market. Now, in most states, you can still claim unemployment. You can definitely always collect your state unemployment benefits. They're not going away. They've been around since the 30s. So if you think unemployment is gone because you hear it in the news, it's not. You can get it. So go to your UI website, upload your employment history, show them your ID, fill out the application as generally as you can. Just be honest and truthful, and fill out the application, and you could get a check for thousands of dollars. At this time, the PUA is not distributing disaster relief benefits, which is terrible. They said they were going to reopen that, but they haven't yet. We'll keep you posted, and keep us posted on if you see it pop up in your neck of the woods. Hopefully you can see this great program for gig workers and self-employed independent contractors, 1099s, volunteers, and side hustlers, that they get this program up and working. Please keep sharing your experience with the unemployment insurance benefits in your state, and please stay safe out there.
Enjoy your day, everyone. Have fun.
Take care, guys.